Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Super Wrestling Federation's Saturday Night Power Slam. It is time for the semifinals of the SWF Tag Team Championship Tournament. The Troutbusters have advanced to the semifinals, and they're going to be taking on the Calzone brothers tonight. And whoever wins between them goes on to the finals to meet either the Wish Dragons or the Golden Bastards. One of these four teams will definitively become the SWF Tag Team Champions. The Troutbusters, the original tag team, taking on the new breed. Right here, the bad attitude, the closed-minded, the narcissistic bullies known as the Calzone brothers. These guys are absolutely rude. They have no manners. They have no respect for those who paved the way for them. And now, hopefully, they get taught a lesson by the Troutbusters. Here we go. It looks like Brandon Trout and Tony Calzone are going to start things off. No love lost here between these two teams. They fought before the tag team tournament began in that 8-man tag team match. Let's see how they fare in tag teams and in tag team action when there are not another set of tag teams on both sides of the ring involved. Oh, here we go. Punch to the face. Knee to the stomach. Brandon Trout, not exactly a big fan of the Calzone brothers. He's been spat at in his face by, I believe it was Tony Calzone that spit in his face. I don't quite remember, but I know one of them did. I know he hasn't forgotten it. I know that they've stolen his move, the upside down go to sleep. Have your opponent on your shoulders like a reverse Death Valley driver, flip him over and you kick him right in the head with you knee him in the head. They've taunted him by stealing his move. They've been disrespectful toward his grandfather Ed Trout. And right now I think Ed Trout's going to teach a lesson to Tony here. Look at that, what a maneuver by Ed Trout, the living legend. I will say, and I've said this before, I've been on the record, and I'll say it again. I'll say it a million times if that's what it takes. The Calzone brothers are talented. They have so much potential. They could be the next big thing. They could be the hotshots of the SWF tag team division. But their attitudes are what hold them down. That is what anchors their ship. That's what keeps them from riding the high tide and sailing as far as they possibly could. They have a bad attitude. They look down on everybody. They're immature. They're scoundrels. They're nothing better than alleyway thugs. They've already done one smart thing, and that's break away from that narcissist Luigi Calzone, the guy who was using them to get to the SWF Heroic Championship, and then he dropped the ball when he had to defend against Magnificent Mandy. They realized that they were better than him, and I'm going to go on record and say I think that they're right. I think that Luigi Calzone, that once wore the SWF World Championship, was a good man, was a great man, was a great champion. But at some point he lost the world title, he lost his way, he lost sight of reality, he lost his soul. That man lost the title, and he forgot who he was. And he started going down a bad road, underhanded tactics. Manipulating people, doing whatever it takes to get where he wants. Instead of earning things, instead of working hard, instead of taking responsibility for his actions, instead of earning things, he just wants to cheat, he wants to manipulate, he wants to steal, he wants to be a bad influence to his young cousins here. And when he lost the SWF Heroic Championship, they saw that they were above him, he was beneath them. At least the current modern-day Luigi Calzone, that old Luigi Calzone would kick the snot out of the modern-day Luigi Calzone. I hope someday he sees the light, I hope someday he sees the error of his ways, and he comes back to reality. Because I don't know what cloud he's living on, but man, he's not living in the cloud here in the world. He's living on some other planet. He must be on Pluto. Oh! The upside down, go to sleep! A signature maneuver, a new move in the arsenal of Brandon Trout as of recently. He made Frankie Calzone eat that. Ed Trout going for that spinning kick. Does not connect, but look at that beautiful drop kick with a backflip to follow. Ed Trout, absolutely talented. Can the Troutbusters defeat the Calzone brothers? Move on to the finals. They'll go on to... Whoever wins this will go on to face either the Wish Dragons or the Golden Bastards. And that match will be for the SWF Tag Team Championship title belts. No avail on that dropkick there. Slap across the face. Knock some sense into him, Ed. Oh, elbow to the face. Kick to the stomach. Oh, look at that. That pose down. Both men staring each other down. Professional wrestling truly is a game of human chess. You have to study your opponent. You have to learn their patterns. You have to learn what moves to make, when to make them. You make one wrong move, next thing you know, you're gone. Game over. 1, 2, 3. You're in, you're out. You're out of here. You're recycled. Stomp to the back of the leg there. Elbow to the face. Brandon Trout is looking exhausted here, but he's also looking focused and determined. Look at this. Diving back elbow drop after running up the turnbuckle. Incredible maneuver. The fans in attendance cannot stay in their seats. They are standing up. They are waving their crowd signs, spilling their popcorn, having a great old time. And folks, we want to thank you for supporting the Super Wrestling Federation. We want to thank you for supporting the SWF Tag Team Championship Tournament. We could have never had tag team titles. We could have never had a tournament. We could have never been here without each and every one of you that are supporting the SWF. And whether you're coming to our shows, attending live, or you're renting the VHS tapes and watching on your VCRs, we appreciate you. We thank you. And we're going to continue to expand the best that we can at a comfortable pace and put on the best possible shows. Welcome to the greatest show in the world, Super Wrestling Federation's Saturday Night Power Slam. Ed Trout, now the legal man of the ring, eating multiple elbows there, courtesy of Tony Calzone, one half of the Calzone brothers. The Calzone brothers were very impressive in their match in the quarterfinals. How will they fare against the Troutbusters here in the semifinals? The dead man's hand I thought was going to defeat the Calzone brothers. I was happily surprised to see the Calzone brothers put their bad attitudes aside and go for the win. And they won fair and square. That's what I'm proud of. I'm glad that they didn't have to cheat to win. I don't like them necessarily. I think that they're a bad influence. I think they've got bad attitudes, but I see the potential. And that's why it's so frustrating that they don't pull it together. They don't try. They don't apply themselves because they're not stupid. They're not lazy. They're not even bad people. They're just young. They're immature. They've got growing up to do. They're not at the maturity that they need to be. And that's what I hate. I know what they can be, but they have to get out of their own way. But right now, they're going to learn a lesson. And this is going to make them smarter. They're going to learn in defeat if the Troutbusters have their way. Because the Troutbusters are looking to take them to school. Brandon tags in Ed. Oh, Ed with that elbow. What a match we're seeing here, folks. Both men down. Tony back to his feet now, dragging Ed Trout away from the ropes. Oh, the dragon screw on that left leg of Ed Trout. Oh, wow, what a takedown there by Tony Calzone. Beautiful Russian leg sweep there by the living legend Ed Trout. Goes for the spinning kick, does not connect. Goes for the spear, but misses. Slap across the face. Goes for the pin here. Only a 1 count. I didn't think he was going to get too far off of a slap, but I accommodate his efforts in trying. Wait a second. Oh! My God, a dragon suplex with a bridge pin! A man of his age pulling off a maneuver like that is absolutely incredible. What a fascinating man this Ed Trout is. Oh, beautiful dropkick there by Frankie Calzone. Pulling a page out of the book of Trout with that beautiful dropkick. Uh-oh. Brandon's not done with Frankie. Brandon is not done with Frankie Calzone. Oh! My gosh! He made him pay for using his dropkick there. Brandon Trout, not a fan of people stealing his moves, but I'm going to call him out here. He stole the maneuver, the finishing maneuver, the freak accident, the finishing maneuver of Rita Rotten. He uses it in his moveset. So as much as I love the Troutbusters, I support Brandon and Ed Trout, I've got to call out the hypocrisy on this. As a commentator, I've got to be fair here, even if I don't like it. Brandon Trout has a little bit of an ego, but look at this here. The upside down go to sleep. One of my new favorite moves. Oh, kicks him across the face there. Uh-oh, could it be time for the spinning sit down power bomb? 2 2.9! 2.9! So close, but no cigar. Beautiful combination of kicks there by Frankie Calzone. Now he's waiting for Ed to get back up, and European uppercut to the back of the head. Beautiful maneuver. Wow, what a drop kick there by Ed. Frankie Calzone is down, now being dragged away by Ed. What does Ed have next? What has he got in plan? Oh my gosh, overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Ed Trout thrown over the top rope, hitting the edge of the ring, falling to the outside. Uh-oh, looks like they're going to fight on the outside. Tony goes up to Ed, spits in his face. Oh my God! Tony Calzone just hit Ed Trout with the Ice Mountain Driver. The ultimate disrespect, and that's why he was thrown at full force into the guardrail. Ed needs to calm down, needs to recollect himself. That's why he's sending his tag team partner, his grandson, his best friend, Brandon Trout, to the outside to take on Tony. Oh no, the dead end DDT, the finishing maneuver of Tony Calzone hits Brandon Trout. Brandon went over to get revenge for his grandfather, only to face an ungodly DDT. You could hear the skull cracking against the ground. And now Frankie tagged in. Look at that, Brandon Trout goes for the pin. 1, 2, 2.9. So close, so close, so close. Back and forth. Whether you like them or you hate them, the Calzone brothers are making a name for themselves. They are becoming one of the top tier tag teams in the company. They're almost up there with the Troutbusters. Axe kick by Brandon Trout. Oh no, he's gonna go for another sit-down powerbomb. This might do it. Oh, down he goes. 1, 2, and 2.9. Another 2.9 count. Oh my gosh. They want to survive the semifinals. They want to win. They want to advance to the finals so bad. I don't know if a 2.9 is encouraging or discouraging, but that's as close as you could humanly possibly get. But look at that, a 3 count! A 3 count by Ed Trout! The Troutbusters are going on into the finals, and they're gonna fight. They're gonna face either the Wish Dragons or the Golden Bastards. The Calzone brothers have been eliminated by the Troutbusters. The Troutbusters are moving on to the finals. What a match!